Hello. This is JamsHams Judgement, my weekly review podcast where I review anything. This week I'll be reviewing Ham, the long-awaited sequel of Jam, which I reviewed. I think you may know why I'm doing those two particular things. Also, here's the general gist of the podcast if you don't know what's going on. Try to keep it as interactive as possible, so if you have any questions, queries, thoughts, anything you wish to express, say it in the chat and I'll try my best to include everyone. So yeah, this week it's Ham. It's finally here. We're doing Ham. So I've got, how many things of ham have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different varieties of ham. And much like what I did with the jams, I've done like a sort of price comparison thing. So I've got this ham, which is the cheapest ham. Then I've got like the mid-tier ham. Then I've got some fancy ham. And I've also got some very fancy ham. And then I've got some spam, obviously. And some vegetarian ham as well. Just to shake it up. Next week has to be the combo. Oh boy. Well, I don't know. Maybe. How long does ham last in the fridge? Maybe I can save some money and reuse this ham. I've done bacon jam. I did bacon jam when I did jams. So technically, I've done both. And yes, spam the ham, of course. I've got to do it. It's one of my emotes. Also, Fritz, you could have saved time. You didn't have to type that out. You're a sub. You could have just used the emote to spam the ham. So I've surprisingly, I went through that leftover jam so quickly. My god. And yes, it's so hot. That's why I'm in my vest. And I'm gonna have to speed through these so these don't like overheat and go off in my room. Luckily they're still cold, fresh out of the fridge, so. But I thought we can't just jump right into it. We need to go through what the heck is a ham? What is ham? Where does it come from? What is it? So ham. Well, I'll get onto the gammon. I did see a comment, Beardly, and I will get onto the gammon because I looked at gammon, okay? But I may have an interesting fact about gammon for you. Later. You have to wait. Be patient. So what is ham? Ham is a cut of pork, aka pig, aka piggy. I have my piggy up here. Oh, he does not like the green screen, does he? Maybe no piggy. Oh, he does not play well with the green screen. Deary me. So yeah, it's specifically it's the leg. It's the leg of the pig. I think specifically again, it's the hind leg. There are some rules and regulations as to what you can and can't call ham. Oh, you're just jumping on quickly. Well, I'll tell you. Basically, ham and gammon, same thing. They're exactly the same thing. Gammon is just thick ham. And also, gammon is just a British thing, apparently. I didn't know that, but gammon is just thick ham. So if you have a joint of ham and a joint of gammon, same thing. Same thing. I also think, from what I gathered and what I read, gammon is what it's called before it's cooked, and then when you cook it, it becomes ham. Now that maybe not 100%, but that is what I read somewhere. Bacon is a different cut, I think. She writes the qualifications of all butchers. Ooh, there. Well, yeah, you can ask her. But yeah, and also, yeah, that's why you don't really find any cooked, ready cooked piece of gammon, because then it's just ham. So I mean, I've got some thick old ham here, so this is technically gammon. So there it is. There's the gammon for you. Anyway, so the types, it's usually, well, pretty much always cured. So it can be wet cured, which they cure it in brine, salty water, or dry cured, where they just cure it in salt. It can be smoked or unsmoked, again, preserving method. It can be comboed with the dry and wet curing as well. It's all, you can have a mixture, combo, whatever, but they're all preserved in some sort of way, which is important. Surprisingly important. People online have been singing the praises of ham. Some people said that ham was the cornerstone of building civilizations because it was the gateway into food preservation. Like people figuring out, how do we preserve this meat? So they figured out how to preserve the ham, and that sort of paved the way for whole civilizations to be built. That's how we came to be. So thank you, ham. Thank you for, meaning we can exist. So I can then review the ham. So yeah, very important apparently. Obviously many different cuts and flavours. I've just been over gammon, so gammon's just a thick ham. Usually, apparently just a British thing as well. Flavours, you got honey roast ham, gammon, breaded, just normal cut, and then you have the mechanically reformed ham, which is what some of the cheaper ham that I've got, and obviously the spam, which those ones also not 100% meat, whereas the other ones would be 100%. So yeah, lots of different types all around the world, loads of different ham types. You'll find it everywhere. Now time for a ham fact. I said about how old the ham was. Ham's pretty old. I've seen a lot of in the shank, which is the back leg. Well, there you go. Would you like a fun fact about that, Beardly? Would you like a fun fact if I can find it on my fun fact? In many countries, the term ham is now protected by a statute with a specific definition. For instance, in the US, the Code of Federal Regulations, aka the CFR, says that the word ham, without any prefix indicating the species of animal from which derived, shall be used in labelling only the connection with the hind legs of swine. So there you go. Some places, it is the law that you have to call. If you're going to call anything ham, it has to be the back leg of a pig. So there you go. Also fun fact, I didn't even wrote down, but I just remembered from my research. Some ham experts, yes, there are ham experts, think that the left leg of the pig tastes better than the right leg of the pig. Unfortunately, I can't test that today, but I'm not that rich. But yeah, there's some ham facts for you. They studied ham, they taste ham, they live ham. So yeah, like I said, like I did with the jam, doing a price comparison. So we've got the cheap boy ham, the mid-tier ham, and then the big boy ham, and then the fanciest ham, and then vegetarian ham and spam. So that's what we'll be trying today. So let's start off with the basics. Unfortunately, this is the smallest basics one I could find, and basically, get it? It's just a big old slab of meat in here. This is mechanically reformed. Now, before I open it, let's read the back. Ingredients: pork, 77%. So that's surprising. Like almost a quarter of this is not ham. So what is it, you may ask? Water. Often mechanically reformed ham has a lot of added water just to bulk it out a bit. Dextrose, salt, just preservatives, but mostly the rest of it is just water that they just use to pad out. So this has the least ham content, I believe. I didn't actually check the... Well, obviously the vegetarian stuff is going to have the least ham content, but, you know. Some people may say that, Carrier. Some people may say that. So let's open up... Well, this is Sainsbury's Basics, same brand as the jam that I did. Sainsbury's Basics. They've renamed it to JamsHams to try and hide the fact that it's a Basics one, but this is what used to be the Basics range of ham. So let's crack it open. Now let's just start off with a whiff. It's got one of those smells where it's like you can't quite tell if it's off. I don't even know how I'm going to do this. Do I try and get one slice out? Or they're very thin slices. Let's try and get one out intact. Oh, that's slimy. Oh boy, howdy, is that slimy. Ooh. Oh, fuck me. Okay, here we go. There's one slice of ham. Now, from what I'm seeing here, there's a lot of like fat content in this. Can you see that? This is not a good quality ham. Now, I don't think they're meaning you to like look at it in this way. It looks a lot better when it's just in a big hunk. I also kind of like Spam Fritz, and that means I'm gonna taste it. I'll tell you what I think. Well, let's just have a taste, shall we? I need like a towel or something to wipe my hands. I mean, it's a ham. It's definitely got the mechanical taste. You can tell it's like squidgy, watery. The sort of ham that is fine in like a sandwich, like a ham and cheese sandwich or something. But if you were gonna like just on its own, it's like, you can tell that used to be ham. Pretty much what you'd expect from a basic ham, especially one that's got 77% meat. And like, yeah, you could see when I held up to the camera, there's a lot of just big old, I don't know, big old sections that just weren't meat, that just weren't ham. So yeah, I mean, not the best, but in terms of basic ones, I've definitely had worse ham and more processed ham as well. But this is the cheapest one I could find. Oh, prices! I didn't say prices. So, yeah, that's definitely a level 1 ham. That's definitely not how Mafia works. So this basics version, 36p per 100 grams. So by far the cheapest one. Next tier is British wafer thin ham slices, reformed ham with less than 15% added water. The very fact that I need to specify that, don't worry guys, this doesn't have too much water in it, really tells you a lot here. So, let's see. So they made a big point of less than 15% water. Want to take a guess at how much water's in here, in a percentage? It's 14. It's 14%. So yeah, they are right. It's less than 15, but barely. Yep, Carius, you got it. Pork, though, is 83% compared to the 77% of the last one. So, I mean, that's good. And then it's still got the same, you know, preservatives and whatnot. So let's, I mean, yeah, it doesn't go into the finer details, but yeah, it could easily be 14.9999. Like, they might have barely, like, given it. So, let's go. Well, right off the bat, it didn't peel very well, so points off for that. Points off for that. I can't get this thing open. There we go. Let's have a whiff. This smells really different. Still got that processed, not quite sure if it's off smell. But it's definitely more meaty smelling, as probably expected. The slices are a lot thicker as well. They're probably twice the thickness of the other one. I could actually get one out in one piece. I mean, and let's hold up to the light here. Yeah, a lot less mystery veins of stuff. Obviously there are, you can see with all like the bubbles and stuff, this is still mechanically reformed. But a lot less like fat veins and just nastiness generally. Sliminess, comparable. The less water doesn't really come across in the feel. Still pretty slimy. Which is just, I never really pick up ham with my fingers, and yeah. Way better. Way better. That extra percentage just makes all the difference. And also the thickness. So these are both classed as wafer thin slices. The slightly thicker slice does so much for the texture. Like, it makes it so much better having it a bit thicker. It just actually makes it feel like you're eating something. Pick up your hams with a spoon. That sounds difficult. I'd use a fork. But hey, that's just me. Maybe I should have gotten a fork. I got a spoon for the Spam. It's damn good. You may know, I'm a ham fan. I do like ham. So I mean, it's good. Again, sandwich. These two, I'd say, definitely sandwich tier. Just your run-of-the-mill daily, whack some ham and cheese into a roll and just go about your day. And for that, I imagine that's fine. Pricing? This is still Sainsbury's own, by the way.
No, Dad, it's the truth. Look at that ham. It's
flavorful, it's juicy, it's well prepared. It's the universal truth. That's effing good ham, Dad.
JamsHams Judgement.
JamsHams Spam. You want me to dab the spam? Want me to dab the spam? Right, how am I gonna do this? Dab the spam for you. There you go. Thank you, Dave, for the sub, and a very, very apt notification as I'm reviewing these fucking hams. So yeah, still Sainsbury's, by the way. Pricing of the mid-tier, 79p per 100 grams, so pretty much double the price of the tier 1. Oh no, sorry, not tier 1, level 1 ham. I'd say this is like a level 5 ham. Better, not great. Oh yeah, production quality through the roof. You see this green screen? You see these hams? You see, I mean, I've gone ham. I've gone ham on these hams, my friend. I've gone ham on these hams. I can't play the going ham sound effect because I've turned them off for the podcast, but oh well. Right. So, next tier up. Sainsbury's, taste the difference. Why did I open this before showing it? That was a bad move. Taste the difference. For thick cut, Wiltshire cured British ham slices. Live pig. I'm full hog roast, mate. Come over. Full hog roast around at JamsHams'. Oh no, don't spill the water on the ham. Oh, good. Oh shit, I did it again. I need to read the ingredients before opening it. I'm dumb. Okay. So, first one that isn't mechanically reformed. So this is just pure sliced ham. So ingredients: pork, salt, preservatives. So basically, like I said, curing basically has salt on it for however many to preserve the meat. Wiltshire cured, basically that's a British thing. It's just a type of curing. You rub it in salt and leave it in a specific cellar for so many days or whatever. Nothing like too special. It's just the specific way of curing it that isn't actually much different from any other way of doing it. So, smell. Hang on. Okay, you can... yeah, the smell is just completely different. This actually smells like ham. Like how if you'd buy a joint of ham and boil it, this smells like ham. Very thick slices, easily 3 times the thickness of the middle tier. And with this, you can see the fat veins are like actual fat veins and not like just reformed goo veins that you had in the other ones. This is, you can see how it's been sliced, and you can sort of like still put these together like a jigsaw puzzle and sort of start building the pig back up. So this is pretty thick, so I'm probably not going to eat all of this. Let's pick a big bit to taste test. Probably, not that bit. I'm gonna go for the middle bit. Sort of really get in there. I do have a plate here, by the way. I'm not just dumping this on my desk. Alright, this big boy here. Yeah, like I said, the texture makes like a hell of a difference. Just the fact it's not mechanically reformed gives it an actual meaty texture rather than just like a mush. So this I'd say is for your fancy sandwiches. And possibly if you had a salad, maybe, or maybe like a I don't know, an antipasti platter or something. You had some cold meats and cheeses, maybe. This is the ham you'd put out, like the proper ham. Oh yeah, very good. I mean, it's called Taste the Difference, and I definitely can taste the difference. One thing I am going to check quickly is, yeah, okay, I am correct. This tastes a lot more salty than the other ones, and I think that's due to the fact it's Wiltshire cured. I think they might use a bit more salt to cure their meats. So, yeah, definitely a lot more salty than the other ones, and that sort of, you know, brings out the distinctive ham flavour. Which is another reason why you cure things. Hello, General Wiggins. You haven't missed much. I'll give you a little recap. The basic bitch ham, watery, thin, gooey. Next tier up, still watery, not quite as thin, better, not great. First, 100% ham slice, pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Like, the step up is insane. Just the fact that it's not mechanically reformed just does wonders for it. So price-wise for this, a lot more expensive. Again, basically double the price again from the mid-tier one. It's £1.67 per 100 grams. So, you know, you're paying for the quality there. But I'd say worth it if you're going for a fancy thing. Also, only 4 slices, whereas you could make a couple of sandwiches, especially out of this. This is your value. This is your value pack right here. So yeah, those are the main 3. Now I included a 4th one in the straight price comparison, but I'm I'm thinking I've got the straight price comparison, and I've got like the miscellaneous hams section, and I'm thinking I'm gonna move this into the miscellaneous hams because I just don't think I can compare it, or can I? I don't know. It's Parma ham. It's Parma ham, so Italian ham, like fully branded, fully licensed ham, that you'd get into a lot of trouble if you didn't have this logo on it. Basically, there's a lot of legislation surrounding this ham, which I got into a bit when I was researching. See, it's got like needs to be from Italian piggies, whereas the previous. Yeah, I will save this for the next section because like all of those hams were British. This is Italian, and then this is fuck knows where these pigs are from. All over the world probably. And then obviously the no pig option. So I'll save those three. Why don't we have a ham fact? So I said about curing methods, and I said about smoking. I haven't tried any smoked hams so far. But not all hams are smoked, obviously, as we found out. But the ones that are smoked lose about 25% of their weight during the smoking process. Now, I think I'm right in saying that Parma ham is smoked. I think so, at least. That's what they said something about smoking on their website. Basically, they said the weight that they lose is basically just like water weight, and it brings out the ham flavor. I mean, obviously that's on the ham website. So take that with a pinch of salt. Get it? Because they're cured with salt. Oh, I should have said this up the top. I said ham built civilizations. Well, how old is ham, you may ask? Well, obviously we can't. Ham's basically as old as pigs are old, and the first person to eat a pig ate the first ham, probably, unless he left the legs, which he probably wouldn't have. But basically, earliest records, China. China have the earliest records of curing the first pork leg, and remember, it has to be the leg, otherwise it's not ham. Back in 4900 BC. Now, I didn't actually find a proper source for that, but I saw a bunch of people saying it. I tried my best to find like a proper source, like a paper or something for it, but I can't verify, but a lot of people are saying that. What I can verify is that ham has at least been around since the Roman times, because the preserving of pork legs has a long history, since around 160 BC, with Cato the Elder writing about the salting of hams in his, well, let's get this right, De Agricultura tome. There you go. If you fancy to read about hams, that's probably a good one to start with. I'm gonna say the oldest book about hams, I reckon. So yeah, hams have been around a long time, and like I said, the curing of meats was very important for building, building infrastructure and civilizations. So, should we get on to the Parma ham? I've teased it. So, Parma ham, like I said, is basically a brand. Prosciutto di Parma, Italian. Probably said that wrong. Okay. So, right off the bat, I can see this has like a lot of more salt. Yeah, it is bad for them. It is very bad for them. They die. They die, and then we eat them. Just tell them not to. I'll read the start of this. So 6 Parma ham slices matured for a minimum of 16 months. So these are like heftily cured meats, which is probably why the salt content is like so much higher. Especially for these are thinner than the basic bitch ham slices. These are thin. So this is in a restaurant. If you get like maybe like a wrapped chicken breast, it's probably like ham like this. So Parma ham wrapped chicken breast is you know, a fancy dish. This is one of the most expensive hams. Yeah, let's crack open a slice of this expensive hams. This is the most expensive ham that I've gotten today, by the way. Well, let's scroll up. I'll tell you how expensive it was. So the top tier British ham was £1.67 per 100 grams. This Parma ham is £3.13 per 100 grams. So let me just open this up. Good quality seal. Yeah, big fat F to all our ham friends. So this is Parma ham. Now you can see this is like a proper slice of ham. And let's have a whiff. Like you can, this is 100% ham. It's got like, you can smell that it's been cured for that long, and it's got this like sort of, we can see the color difference of it. Let's just compare it to like the mechanically reformed pink as shit ham. Look at that. You can really see the difference. So let's try and get a single slice out. I mean, luckily they have little bits of plastic for easy peeling. Is that one? No, that's not one. Give me one. Oh god, it's so thin. It's so. It does look uncooked. It does look uncooked, but it is cooked. I think. Double check that. Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, well, this is interesting. Let's put this down, and I'm just holding this ham. So this only has 2 ingredients, which is pork leg and salt. Like that's it. So this is the proper stuff. No extra preservatives or things like that. And I'm just gonna shove it in my gob all at once. Here it is. Here's the ham. As you can see, very thin. You might even be able to see me through it. I can basically see the screen through it. So let's. It also says on the back that you should leave it out for 15 minutes to allow the flavors to express themselves before eating. So it's been out about that long. So we should get the pinnacle of ham experiences right now. Obviously, this is probably not the intended serving suggestion, but oh well. The texture is wildly different. It kind of stinks. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of stinks. Okay. But yeah, it's good. I mean, it's good ham. I'd say it's got a strong flavour, being cured for that long. I wouldn't recommend it eating it straight. And I also maybe wouldn't recommend it in a sandwich because it's so thin it would probably be lost in a sandwich. But like I said, if you had it wrapped around a chicken breast, sliced up on like some salads or anything really, not just anything. Anything a bit fancier than a sandwich, and it would really shine if it's paired with something else. Yeah, on its own, the flavour is a bit overpowering. There's a lot of ham and a lot of salt and a lot of that's a lot of ham. It's a lot of ham for one man, even a ham man like myself. That is, I mean, it's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong, but that was intense. It's an intense ham experience. Is Parma ham? But yeah, it's good. Similar to 2 Parma ham. I've got a fact for you. Where is it? Where's my fact? That's about the most expensive leg of ham. Obviously, this is the most expensive ham I have, but the most expensive leg of lamb commercially available is Iberian. Oh, bear with me. Manchado de Yabugo, which retails at $4,620 per leg of ham, and it's sold by Dehesa Maladua in Spain. So those you get, like, if you get one of those, you get the whole leg, including the foot. 4,620 and 28 cents per ham leg. So yeah, that's the world's most expensive commercially available ham. Now, semi-related, and also related to this Italian ham, the largest cooked ham weighs 82.95 kilograms. Now that's a big ham. Now that's a big old ham. Kind of cheating, because, like, obviously it's not just from one pig. So this ham was achieved by Fratelli Beretta in Italy on September 2010. And basically it was an amalgamation of 30 pig's legs and took a whole day to create. I couldn't find a picture of it, at least not on the website that I was on, which was the Guinness Book World Records. But yeah, that's a hefty ham. Oh, in pounds, by the way, that is 182 pounds of ham, and that is the biggest ham. It specifies cooked ham. I don't know if there's, like, a bigger raw ham. That's the biggest cooked ham. So yeah, there you go. Related to the Italian ham we just partook in. Pounds weight. Pounds weight, as in LB. Pounds, as in pounds and ounces, as in imperial, not metric. But for you and me, Carius, and for most people, let's be honest, kilograms. So 82 kilograms. 83 kilograms. Big boy. Big boy. Heavier than me, I think? I don't know how much I weigh. I haven't weighed myself in a long time. I think that's heavier than me. Yeah, okay. I'm glad you said something, Wiggins. No comment. There's a big boy ham. It's a big boy ham. So that's the hams. So which one should I do first? Should I do the vegetarian ham or should I do the spam? What do you reckon? I can still taste that Parma ham. It's strong. Veggie first. Okay. So this is corn. I have corn all the time. I've had this before. I've pretty much had all of these before. So corn, meat free. What has it actually got in it? Mycoprotein, rehydrated free range egg white, milk proteins, natural flavorings, pea fiber, sorbitol, preservative, blah blah blah. Basically, mycoprotein is an offshoot of like, it's kind of like a mushroom, basically. Yeah, I've had this, and I think I've mentioned before that in the future at some point I probably will end up being vegetarian. So I've had this quite a bit actually. Basically went kind of vegetarian when I was at uni and got a lot of corn and stuff. So let's crack it open. Also, good packet on the corn ham. Fully resealable, which is nice. Now, this is my grievance with all these vegetarian things. I think they'd be a hell of a lot better, and I think I'm very right in saying this, if they weren't trying so hard to imitate other things. So instead of making vegetarian ham slices, I reckon they could have just made vegetarian slices, and not tried so hard to imitate the ham taste. Because just smelling it, it's got that sort of like artificial smell. Like you can tell it's trying to be ham. And I think it would be a lot better without it. Obviously, it's got a very similar texture to like the reformed ham. Obviously, it is reformed because you can't like. This isn't like just a slice of mushroom. So, color-wise, let's compare, shall we? Color-wise, fairly similar. A bit more like beige. I don't know if you can really see. Like there, if I showed you that, you'd think it was just one of the reformed ham slices, really. But yeah, you can smell the sort of artificialness. It's got like a fake smoky thing, and they do like a smoked version as well. Yeah, it's trying a bit hard, I think. But let's have a taste. Haven't actually tasted this on its own before. I mean, I like it. I like it. It's clearly not ham. You can tell it's trying to imitate ham. It's a bit dry. Well, it's quite a bit drier than the other ones. But then again, yeah, it doesn't have water in the ingredients, so what can you expect? It's basically this would be what it has more of the dryness that the actual ham slices had. These ones that didn't have water added, so yeah, that checks out really. I like it. I know Beardley said that he wasn't a fan of corn. I'm a fan of corn. I love the corn chicken specifically. Very good in a curry because I think it absorbs a lot more moisture and it stays like really. I like the texture basically. And it all depends on how you flavour it really. On its own, it's fine. But you know, I've had it in the sandwiches, and it's in sandwiches. You can't really taste that you're not eating ham, if I'm completely honest. I think people who hate on the vegetarian stuff are just being, I don't know, kind of dicks, really. But it's like, it's fine. Like, if you can't have meat and you want something in your sandwich, it's like, it's good. I like it. It's fine. And that's why I also think that it would benefit greatly from not trying to imitate ham as much. Because if people don't go into it expecting to taste ham, then they're gonna enjoy it a lot more, if you know what I mean. Yeah, those are my views on the veggie ham. I like it, and I bought it. Will buy it again. Pretty good. I do prefer the chicken slices though. We'll say that. Oh, price. So for corn vegetarian ham slices, £1.53 per 100 grams. So price range puts it at just below this sliced ham here. So like the higher tier of the supermarket hams, just under that. So price wise, pretty reasonable. Pretty reasonable. You get a lot of slices in there as well, and it lasts longer because obviously it's not meat. From 1 to 10. Oh, do you want me to give these ratings? Okay. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? And yeah, I forgot about the ratings. Good call, Fritz. Okay, so basic bitch ham. I'm gonna give that a solid 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 hams. What's next? This next one up, 6 out of 10. It's like slightly better, but barely. Next one up, the big boy ham. 8 out of 10 hams for the taste of difference. Because it's like it's the first one that's actually been proper ham. Farmer ham, I'd say I'm gonna give that an 8 as well. I mean, obviously, what's putting me off is like you can't just have this in a sandwich, really. And it's like, yep, it's very expensive, and like, is it worth it? Maybe not. And also, the company seems to be very, very pretentious about their ham. When it's like, it's not exactly the best ham. I'd rather just have the normal ham, if I'm honest. Maybe I'd be like strung up from my bootstraps in Italy for saying that, but you know, it's like, it's different. But I wouldn't say it's wildly better than the normal ham. Ham slices, vegetarian. I'm gonna give it a 6.5. A 6.5 out of 10. Especially when I've had it on its own. It's trying too hard to imitate the ham, and it would be a hell of a lot better if it was just, you know, vegetarian slices and not trying to imitate anything. Maybe take out some of that, like, more artificial flavour and just, like, add in some salt and pepper or something. I mean, I don't know. I'm no chef, but I believe it could be better. I think that's why I prefer the chicken one, because it's not... It doesn't have to try so hard to imitate it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, those are my ratings so far. So, last ham tasting. The Spam. You can't... There you go, Spam. On which I have based my newest emote. Spam the ham. So, Spam is technically ham because it's made, as it says on the can, of chopped pork and ham. It also says on the front, the unique blend of prime pork and ham. Prime. And it has a minimum of 90% meat. So by meat standard alone, it's better than the low tier and mid tier ham slices that you get. It's got more meat than they do. Possibly that's because it's sort of smushed into such a small container, and they can't have as much water because otherwise it wouldn't fit. So where's the ingredients? Where's the ingredients? There you are. Oh wait, hey, whoa, hang on. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. So when I say this is technically ham, oh, it is very technically ham. So they said minimum 90% meat. Okay, so it is 89% pork and a whopping 2% ham. Look at that, 2% ham. Generous boys. So this has, I'm going to list out the things this has more of than ham. This has more starch than ham. This has more water than ham. This has more salt than ham. What is even the point of... I think they only put in ham to this to go with the name. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason that they put ham in this at all. And then it's sugar and preservatives. So yeah. Also, I don't know. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about this. The serving suggestion, well, not the serving, the way they say you should get this out is to pull the tab and then squeeze the can until it pops. I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm just gonna open it and scoop some out. Squeeze it until it pops. And then apparently you need to tap and squeeze and shake it upside down. What? So confused right now. Anyway, let's crack it open, shall we? Let's crack open the. Yeah, I mean that's I've got my spoon here. Oh, oh God! I opened the ring and it splooged out of the little hole. That's not a good start. Oh dearie me! It has like a distinct look and smell of like cat food or dog food. And maybe that's just because it's in a can, that's what you get when you're in a can. But like, that's texture-wise, let's have a... It's basically, what I think this is like, is if you got the basic block of ham and you like squeezed it into a can, this is what would come out. It's got a very similar colour and sort of consistency. It's also got like a lining of fat around the outside. So here it is. Here's the spam. See that? There it is. It's not like the most appetizing looking, but it's just like maybe like I don't know. Is it wet? No, let's feel it. I guess we have to feel it. We did do the wetness of the other one. Let's have a grab. No, it's not wet like the other ones. Like I said, I think that's because they like had to squeeze it into the can. It's more like greasy. Like it's got like a lining of fat around the outside, like a jellied fat. It's very pink as well. All right, let's go. Very soft. I can't say... No, you wouldn't be able to swallow it whole. You'd need to... Oh no, you'd need to... I don't know, man. You need to do a bit of chewing. So I'm very confused about what it said. Squeeze until it pops. Like... Squeeze it until it pops. That ain't popping. I don't know what the hell that's for. Squeeze it until it pops. I don't know. Don't know what they were thinking there. Taste-wise, you can just... Yeah, but it's not. It's not, though. They don't say squeeze it until it pops out. I don't know if you can see this. It says squeeze until it pops and it's upright. And then the next step is take it out of the can. So squeeze it until it pops is step 2 before you take it out of the can. So what's popping? Yeah, I mean it's not the best. I mean it's like, and also I'm very disappointed. I thought it was more ham. It says ham on the front. It's only 2% ham. And you can definitely taste that it's 2% ham. It does not taste. Air pocket to the sides. Yeah, maybe. I don't know what they... Oh! Oh! It popped! It popped! I heard it! You hear that? Ah! Yeah, I squeezed it from the sides and it popped. You're right, Fritz. Genius. And then we could plop it out on... Actually, we need to take this out of the packet anyway, so let's plop it down onto the plate so you can have a look. try to. Right, well, so what's step 3? Tap and squeeze. Okay, so... Oh, this thing ain't coming out. Fuck no. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, squeezing. Oh, I'm squeezing. Oh, yeah, I'm squeezing. Come on. Oh, come on, baby. It hasn't fucking moved at all. Get out. Oh, here it come. Oh, here it come. Oh, that's slimy. That's slimy. Oh, here it come. Oh, good. Get out. Oh my god. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Oh, I've just taken it out of the can. That smell really hits you. Oh, there it is. There's the spam. Yeah, color-wise, it's definitely the pinkest of everything. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to eat these things. I've bought way too much ham. Taste-wise, yeah, it tastes more like pork than ham. So, I mean, do I even feel comfortable giving this a ham rating? Do I feel comfortable? I guess it's technically got ham in it, but... I don't know, man. I'm gonna give this a solid... I mean, it's fine. It's fine for what it is. But in terms of, I'm rating ham here. In terms of ham, I'm gonna have to give it a solid 3. No, 2. 2 out of 10 on the ham scale. You know, 2 for 2%. It's only fair. Yeah, this is disappointing, but then again, I can then go back to my good ham and 2 out of 10, it's something. It could have gotten a 0. No, that's ham. So there you have it. The winner of the ham taste test. The taste of the difference. Just plain ham slices. Wiltshire cured, if that makes a difference. It does, a bit. But yeah. Favourite ham out of the taste tests. The thick cut, Wiltshire cured, British ham slices. Sorry, Italy. Sorry, Italy. I mean, standard ham, it does win. It's a good flavour. You can't go wrong with standard ham. If you get a ham joint and boil it up, this is what you get, and it's pretty good. So yeah. Also, price point for the spam. Spam is £1 per 100 grams. So like, even the mid tier, you're better off price wise. Spam like isn't even that cheap. You'd think, oh, spam, that's the cheap shit, but it's not even. So yeah. So that concludes the taste test. Let's see if I've got any fun little ham facts left. Yeah, cheaply made. But yeah, not cheap to us, the consumer. Oh, I've got a spam fact. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Haldor. You've come in and you want to get me banned. Thank you very much, my friend. I've got a spam fact, okay? So spam. The name spam is not derived from spiced ham. Nor is it an acronym for shoulders of pork and ham. According to the spam website, only a small number of people know the true origins of the spam name. So to this day, the name spam is still a mystery. Oh. Intriguing. No, I don't have a stomachache. I mean, I left some of the Spam. I've still got a bit of Spam left. Didn't quite have the whole can, and I'm gonna have a hefty amount of ham to get through, and then I've got this big boy of ham as well. Fucking hell! Ah, I dropped it. Oh god, I caught it though. And then all of the Spam as well. Oh my god, we can have a ham feast tomorrow. Let's see if I've got any ham facts left. I have one ham fact left. If you don't want the Spam, give it to you. I mean, it's like I mean, I'll eat it. Like I said, it was a 2 out of 10 on the ham scale because I couldn't, in good conscience, give it a big ham scale score when it's only 2% ham. You know, that's why it got the 2. If it was just on a luncheon meat scale, maybe it would be like a 5. But on the ham scale, you can't be putting ham on the can and only have 2% ham. That's not on. Spam, change your ways. Add more ham. I have one more ham fact, by the way. So you know I said that ham was important. I've got another fact that proves that ham is important. So on the Apollo 13 mission, on a spaceship, pretty important stuff, the crew managed to create a functioning CO2 filter out of duct tape and glazed ham. Pretty versatile, huh? I didn't get any more details on how they did that, but yep, duct tape and glazed ham, functioning CO2 filter. So there you go. If you're ever in need of a CO2 filter, you could use ham, I guess. But, however, you might want to Google how to do that. I'm not sure. I don't know whether it was like a sort of gas mask situation with the ham slice over the mouth or something and the duct tape securing it, or I don't know. Maybe some sort of duct tape ham multi-layered device or something. Ham saves lives, exactly. Not only does ham build civilizations, as we've been over, it saves goddamn astronaut lives. How good's ham? How good's ham? But yeah, that sort of wraps me up. I'm sort of being overwhelmed by ham smells at the moment. So, if anyone's got any last questions, queries, comments, maybe a favourite ham that they'd like to share with the class, I'm making you hungry. Good. Ham? Yes, Haldor. Ham. And hello, Weasel. So yeah, any last things? Which is my favourite ham? Well, out of this one, out of the taste test I just did, the thick cut Wiltshire cured was my favourite. Yeah, you literally came in right as I finished, Weasel. But no matter, because these are always going to be up the next day on YouTube, so you can catch the ham review there. No matter. Extra thick ham. Not extra thick, just thick. Although it's the thickest ham as long as you don't count this huge hunk of Spam as thick. I guess this is technically the thickest ham. Let me look at this baby. Look at that. That's a thick boy. This thing looks blood red. That's just the camera. Just thick, yeah. So yeah, if there's finish it also. What, the Spam? Yeah, no. Yeah. Also, you've subbed. You've literally got the ham next to your name. So don't try and bait me into eating that Spam. But also, no, thank you. I'm good. One spoonful was enough. I'm still good, Weasel. At the end of the day, £2.50. not really worth it. Not really worth it, I'm afraid. It would pay for the ham. It would pay for the spam. But yeah, it's still not worth it. Sorry, man. Maybe in the sequel, if I do this again. Oh, dearie me. But yeah, if there's nothing else, I will wind things down so I can cut things off for the YouTube video. So, last chance. Any questions, queries, theories? Ham theories? Can you figure out the true origins of spam? Only if you know. Maybe you could be the one that finally unearths the secret. Maybe. Or maybe you could figure out how they made a CO2 filter out of ham. Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna use the same ham, obviously. That's just, I'm not gonna waste it. A ham tier list? What, like of all the hams to have ever existed? I haven't eaten that much ham. I've pretty much got the whole selection of ham that I've tried in front of me now, and I guess I've tiered that because I gave them all ratings. Ham is your favourite ham. Well, I mean, that's good, but secret effort. Hold on to that. You may be wanted for questioning, but I think you may have stumbled upon the truth there. I'm kind of disappointed that none of you said that I was your favourite ham, but you know, that's water under the bridge, that's fine, I guess. But hey. Right, oh, well hang on. I'm gonna end this by doing one thing. Yeah, very awkward. Oh, the FBI's coming for you. Give them time. Let's end. Of course we have to end with...
Oh my goodness, oh my damn, oh my goodness, they're going ham.
There you go. Of course we needed to end with that, of course we did. So, thank you all for watching JamsHams Judgement on Ham, the long-awaited sequel to Jams, which you can find on my YouTubes and other places. Just in the Twitch VODs, it's also there. If you want to catch up on any previous JamsHams Judgments, this is where you can find all my stuff. That's also where you can find me on social medias and my Discord. Discord is the best place to keep in contact with me and, you know, just keep up to date with what I'm doing, and it's also the best place to suggest future JamsHams Judgments. Send me your ideas. I have the suggestion box in my Discord, or send me a message or a tweet or whatever you want to do, and I'll probably get round to it. Obviously this ham one was requested after the success of the jam one, so yeah, I get round to them. Like I said, this is an interactive podcast and I want to keep you guys as involved as possible. So yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you next Friday for the next JamsHams Judgement on, who knows, maybe you could make a suggestion. But until then, bye bye.